Big life changes don't start with big moves. They begin quietly, with small, almost invisible actions. The kind of habits that take less than 5 minutes, but over time, reshape the way you live. The problem is, we often wait. We wait for motivation. We wait for the right time. We wait until we feel ready. But life doesn't reward the biggest efforts. It rewards the most consistent ones. What if you could change your life just by changing how you start your morning, how you respond to stress, or how you end your day? Today, we're keeping it simple. 10 small habits, each one backed by science, each one designed to create real, lasting change. Let's begin. Change feels hard because we think it has to be. We imagine we need to overhaul our entire routine, set massive goals, or wake up at 5 a.m. every day. But research and real life tell a different story. The truth is, small habits done consistently can lead to massive shifts in your life. Not overnight, but over time, quietly, steadily, without burning out. That's what this video is about. 10 tiny habits, each one simple, each one science-backed. They don't require willpower, just a little intention, repeated daily. Think of them like planting seeds. They won't grow in a day, but they will grow if you keep watering them. And the best part? You don't have to do them all. Just choose one to start. Build from there. Let's take a closer look. 1. Make your bed every morning. It seems too small to matter. Just a blanket, some pillows, a few seconds of your day. But this one act sets a tone. When you make your bed, you're telling yourself, I've already completed something today. It's a win, even before you brush your teeth. Admiral William McRaven, a former Navy SEAL, once gave a speech about this. He said, if you want to change the world, start by making your bed. Because it teaches you that little things matter. You don't need the perfect hospital corners. Just straighten it. Tidy it up. It creates a sense of order right from the start. On hard days, it reminds you that you've already done something. On good days, it builds momentum. It's not about the bed. It's about the habit, the discipline, the dignity, the fresh start. Over time, that one small act each morning can help you become a person who finishes things, who values small wins, and who starts the day on purpose. 2. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude sounds soft, but it's one of the most powerful mental habits you can build. Each day, morning or evening, pause and write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. In fact, it works better when they're small. A warm cup of coffee, a message from a friend, the way the light came through the window. The brain has a natural tendency to focus on problems. It's called the negativity bias. It helped our ancestors survive, but it makes it easy to feel stressed or dissatisfied, even when life is mostly okay. Gratitude breaks that loop. It trains your mind to notice what's working, what's good, what's already enough. A study from the University of California found that people who kept a daily gratitude journal felt more optimistic, exercised more, and even slept better. The habit itself takes less than 2 minutes. No fancy journal needed. A scrap of paper will do. But over time, those small reflections shape how you see the world. You start to catch good moments as they happen. You complain less. You appreciate more. And slowly, life feels fuller, without changing much at all. 3. Touch your to-do list before your phone. Most of us wake up and check our phones. It's automatic. A quick scroll through notifications, news, emails. But what starts as a quick check quickly pulls you into other people's priorities. Messages to reply to, updates to worry about. You begin your day reacting instead of directing. Here's a small shift. Before you unlock your phone, glance at your to-do list. Or even better, write it down the night before and look at it first thing. This isn't about productivity hacks. It's about protecting your focus. Even just 30 seconds spent reviewing what you want to do today helps anchor your mind. It tells your brain, this is what matters to me, before the world tells you what it thinks matters. It might be 1 task, or 3. Doesn't need to be long. The point is presence. Beginning your day on your terms. Over time, this tiny habit trains you to lead your day instead of chase it. And that's where calm, focused living starts. 4. Drink a glass of water right after waking up. It's easy to forget, but your body just went 7 or 8 hours without water. While you slept, you breathed out moisture, you sweated a little, and now you're starting the day a bit dehydrated, without even realizing it. Before coffee, before email, before anything else. Drink a glass of water. It doesn't need to be cold or filtered or fancy. Just a plain glass. 200 to 300 milliliters is enough. This one habit helps wake up your system gently. Studies show that even mild dehydration can affect mood, focus, and energy. It's like trying to drive a car with no oil. Everything works harder than it should. Water in the morning does a few simple things. It kickstarts your metabolism. It supports your brain. And it reminds you right away to care for yourself. It's such a quiet act, but it sets a tone. Today, I'm not rushing. I'm not forgetting myself. I'm choosing to begin with care. Make it part of your morning routine. Place a glass by the sink, or leave a bottle on your nightstand. One sip at a time, you build a habit of starting your day well. 5. Set a 25-minute timer and focus on one task. Most of us don't struggle with knowing what to do. We struggle with staying focused long enough to do it. The modern world is full of distractions, notifications, background noise, a constant urge to check, swipe, refresh. So here's a small shift. Pick one task, set a timer for 25 minutes. Then do just that one thing, nothing else. This is called the Pomodoro technique. It's named after those tomato-shaped kitchen timers, but you can use whatever you like, your phone, a watch, an app. The time limit gives your brain a clear container. You're not working forever, just for 25 minutes. It's focused, intentional work, followed by a short 5-minute break. In those 25 minutes, turn off your phone or put it in another room. Close extra tabs. Let your full attention rest on that one thing. It might be writing an email, clearing your inbox, tidying your desk, reading something you've been meaning to finish. What matters isn't how much you do. It's how present you are while doing it. Over time, this habit retrains your attention span. You become someone who can sit, focus, and finish, without being pulled in 100 directions. And that's rare and powerful. And it starts with just 25 minutes. 6. Leave your phone in another room while working. The phone doesn't need to ring or buzz to distract you. Just seeing it on your desk, face down, silent, can pull at your attention. Your brain knows it's there. And part of you keeps wondering, did someone message me? Should I check that? You might not even notice the pull, but studies have. A University of Texas study found that even having your phone nearby, even when it's off, reduces memory, focus, and problem-solving ability. It's not about addiction. It's about attention. Your phone holds 1,000 possible distractions, and when it's in reach, part of your mind stays alert, just in case. So here's a small shift. Before you sit down to focus, walk your phone into another room. Put it in a drawer. Leave it to charge. Give your mind the gift of one less thing to guard against. You don't have to do this all day. Even 30 focused minutes without your phone nearby can feel surprisingly clear. You'll notice your thoughts settle faster. You'll finish tasks with less resistance. And you'll realize how much mental noise was coming from that one small device. It's a quiet change, but it creates space for deeper work, clearer thinking, and a calmer mind. Try it once. See how it feels. 7. Walk for 10 minutes after meals. It doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't have to be far. Just a short walk, right after you eat. In many cultures, this is normal. A slow walk after dinner. A chance to digest, reflect, breathe. But in modern life, we often finish a meal and go straight back to our screens. Or we sit. A 10-minute walk can make a quiet but powerful difference. Research shows that walking after meals helps regulate blood sugar. It aids digestion. And it can even reduce that sluggish, heavy feeling that sometimes follows eating. But it's not just physical. It's also mental. That short walk gives your mind a pause. You step away from tasks, notifications, decisions. You notice the weather, the sounds, the pace of your breath. and you come back feeling more grounded. You can do it anywhere, around your block, down the hallway, even pacing your living room if that's all you have. This small habit, just 10 minutes, adds up. 3 times a day becomes 30 minutes of light movement. Every week, that's over 3 hours. But more than the numbers, it's a pattern, a moment of care, a gentle rhythm in your day. No need to sweat, no need to track it. Just walk a little after you eat, and let that be enough. 8. Read 2 pages before bed. The end of the day is quiet, but also vulnerable. It's when your mind is tired, and it's easy to slip into endless scrolling, late-night emails, or one more episode. But what you do right before sleep shapes your rest, your mood, and even your thoughts the next morning. So here's a simple alternative. Read 2 pages of a book before bed. Just 2. Not a chapter, not an hour. Just enough to slow down. Fiction, non-fiction, biography, it doesn't matter. Choose something that calms your mind or sparks quiet curiosity, not something that stresses you out. This small reading ritual helps create a buffer between your day and your sleep. It signals to your brain, we're done now, no more inputs, no more decisions. Science backs this up. Reading, even for a few minutes, reduces heart rate, eases muscle tension, and lowers stress. It's one of the most effective ways to wind down. And over time, 2 pages a night adds up. That's over 700 pages a year, just from a habit that takes less than 5 minutes a day. You'll learn more, sleep better, and build a relationship with books that feels personal and steady. Place a book beside your bed, not your phone, not your laptop. Let it be the last thing your mind holds before the day ends. A simple closing, a quiet finish, 1 page, then another, then sleep. 9. Say no to one thing each week. We live in a culture that rewards saying yes. Yes to work. Yes to favors. Yes to plans we didn't even want. But every yes costs something. Time, energy, focus. And when you say yes to everything, you slowly say no to yourself. So try this. Once a week, say no to something that doesn't serve you. It doesn't have to be dramatic. You don't need to explain or justify. You can say, thanks for thinking of me, but I can't this time. Or, that sounds great, but I need to pass. Simple, clear, kind. Maybe it's a meeting you don't need to attend, a group chat you can mute, an invitation that doesn't align with your priorities. Saying no isn't selfish. It's selective. It's how you protect your time and create space for what actually matters to you. Start small. Even one thoughtful no each week creates room to rest, to think, to be fully present with the things you've already said yes to. Over time, you'll find that saying no gets easier. And you'll discover that your best yeses come from having boundaries. This tiny habit is really about alignment. Choosing what fits and letting go of what doesn't. A gentle no can be one of the kindest things you do, for yourself and for others. 10. Ask yourself, what's the next best step? Life can feel overwhelming. There's always more to do, more to fix, more to figure out. And when everything feels important, it's hard to begin. In those moments, pause, breathe, and ask yourself one simple question. What's the next best step? Not the perfect plan, not the full solution, just the next small action that moves you forward even slightly. Maybe it's opening the laptop, drinking a glass of water, making that one phone call you've been avoiding. This question cuts through the noise. It brings you back to the present. To what you can do, right now. Not what you should have done or what might happen later. It's a tool for clarity and a gentle way to move through stuck moments. You can use it anywhere. At work, when the to-do list feels endless. At home, when you're tired and distracted. In life, when the path ahead feels uncertain. What's the next best step? One question, one answer, one action. That's all you need to begin. And once you begin, the path starts to unfold. Not all at once, but step by simple step. Big changes don't need big moves. They need steady ones. Small actions repeated daily shape who you become. Make your bed. It creates order. Write down what you're grateful for. It shifts your perspective. Look at your to-do list before your phone. It gives your day direction. Drink water. Care for your body. Focus for 25 minutes. Train your attention. Leave your phone in another room. Protect your focus. Walk after meals. Move gently. Read 2 pages. End with calm. Say no once a week. Create space. Ask, what's the next best step? And begin. Each habit takes minutes. But together, they change the rhythm of your life. Not by force, but through quiet, repeated choices. Let them work on you, gently, gradually, and trust that small is enough. If this video helped you slow down or gave you one small idea to try, consider subscribing or watching another video from the channel. We keep things simple here, not to do less, but to do what matters with more clarity. You don't need to change everything. Just start where you are. One habit, one step, one quiet improvement at a time. This is Simple Joe. Learn, focus, improve. The simple way.